So, hello everybody, and good evening. Uh, yeah, because right now it's almost 5 p.m. here in Sarawak in Borneo. Yeah, it's almost 5 p.m. We are just like 12 seconds before 5 p.m. And right now it's on 14 July 2026 on Tuesday. Yes, so it is, and now it's already 5 p.m. here. And just for your information, I do actually intend to go live pre the very at the morning around how many few hours ago. Yeah, I intend to go stream with that Starlink Group 15-14, but unfortunately I overslept because I was tired anyways, and also because last night I actually tried to find a very good background picture. Yeah, background picture that I can use it freely without any kinds of weird problems and whatnot. And this is why I'm settling. So in case you are watching, yes, this is the thumbnail that I'm using right now. So it's good. It's all good. And for now, I think we can go live right now. And yeah, I actually intend to use the SpaceX from their official SpaceX Twitter kind of stuff, but it's kind of problematic at least here. But or maybe because the settings that I'm using. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. So looks like the settings is a bit problem. Looks like the settings actually turns out to be, huh? Okay, maybe maybe that's it. But whatever. I think rather than trying to dabble too much, I'm going to use one of the, how do I say? I'm going to use one. I'm going to use a restream of it. This one from Space Affairs, consider it as the Friends of channel. So I'm going to use it for our reference point. But don't worry, we can go live, and at least you already have gazillions of other backups in case things happens. And yeah, things happens, so why not? And I guess we can go properly live for it. So let's go. So hello everybody, and good evening. Yeah, good evening from me from Sarawak, from Borneo. It's 5 to uh it's on 5 to 20 p.m. here on 14 July 2026. So we, so it's a pretty very good how do I say, weather today. Yeah, fortunately it's pretty good weather. How do I say, it's kind of not really very, not really super duper hot, but of course, because this is also the time of the year, it's pretty expected we might actually going to receive even lesser, how do I say, even less mm, rain. Yeah, lesser rain than usual. Okay, but it is what it is. I am not going to waste too much time. Just in case you want to know, I'm Dennis Suguwa, your host today, where we are going to watch the SpaceX's Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket that will be carrying the Starlink Group Starlink Group 10-45. Yeah. So I actually stated it correct. And because we don't have and because most of the launches is pretty routine and standard, I think you have already heard this multiples of time, but I'm going to give you a little bit of down how do I say, breakdown a bit what's this launch will be. This one, okay, just in case you want to know, for your slight information, Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket is all is an all Kerolox orbital rocket. Kerolox actually stands for liquid oxygen, and also super refined kerosene, the rocket propellant one. In case you want to know, the liquid oxygen, yeah, that one is the oxidizer, and the super refined kerosene, the rocket propellant one, RP1, that one is the fuel itself. That actually contains little to no lead contamination. So just in case you want to know, that's actually how most of the best high performing orbital rocket actually works these days. Even though nowadays metalox, the liquid oxygen is the same kind of oxidizer, but this time you switch it with the liquid methane. it- it's also another potential good, very great contender due to the high, how do I say, high energy this density, sort of like that propellant, with as little how do I say, as little carbon molecule as much as possible. So when you try to burn it, it's much cleaner in comparison to the kerosene. Just for your information. And for today, this one will be launching from the Cape Canaveral Space Force stations, from the Space Launch Complex 40, Slick 40, usually being called. Okay, and this one, of course, it's a V2 mini satellites they will be carrying for the Starlink Group 10-45. Actually consists 29 Starlink satellites, and it's going to head to the low Earth orbit for the Constellation mission. Also, how do I say, in much term as well, this also known as the Walker constellation, but not many people know this. But this one, just to give you a little bit of information, all of the satellite constellation in the low Earth orbit nowadays, it uses the what right now well-known, pretty famous Walker constellation in that case. And it's going to be heading to the 279 kilometers circular altitude, and with the launch inclination of 53.16 degrees, and each of them actually weigh around 525 kilograms. So if I actually try to count it right now, 525, okay, multiplied by 29, in total it will be around 15,225 kilograms, or around 15 point, almost 15.3 metric tons. And that's going to be the mission. And mostly because it's uneventful, it's pretty routine. It should be up until 10 minutes before the stream ends. We will see the first stage booster, the in this case specifically the B1080. Right, for this flight, it's going to be the 20th flight. It's going to be landed back to the, of course, I Still Love You, OCISLY, autonomous landing drone ship, and then after that, followed shortly by the SECO 1, the second engine cutoff number 1. So that's basically the mission. And just for your information as well, on the first stage is the 9 Merlin 1D rocket engines. That one is powered by the gas generator cycle. But in short, how this gas generator cycle works is that you're gonna pump slightly little bit of the propellant burning inside the pre-burner chamber, combustion chamber there. Yeah, pre-burner combustion chamber. You just move the turbine, both turbine of the, yeah, both turbo pump turbine of the both propellant, the liquid oxygen, and also the super refined kerosene. Okay, and after that you just move it downwards, downstream, up until the to the combustion chamber, where all of the combustion and also the thrust action happening, and some of it also being used, and small amount of the propellant as well being used also to cool down the cooling jacket of the rocket nozzles, so it's not going to melt itself pretty, how do I say, pretty catastrophically. Okay, but in this case, it can be either liquid oxygen or the super refined kerosene, either of these choice to cool it down. And the rest of it will be going back to the combustion chamber. And for the pre-burner chamber there, that one will be expelled out to the smaller nozzle with lower pressure and lower thrust. So it's not really super duper useful anyways. But anyhow, let's go to the stream. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, and this is it. Let me try open this up. Okay. And this is it. You're looking right now at the stream. So for now, I'm going I'm using the restream via Space Affairs, but of course the original original stream source is from SpaceX. So thank you, thank you SpaceX, and also thank you Space Affairs for this restream. But however, here we go. Right now at T minus 1 minute and 10 seconds in before the flight, before the launch. Okay, here we go. Okay,
Falcon 9 has entered startup.
okay, Falcon 9 has already entered startup, which means the computer right now, the automated computer sequence has already started right now for in preparation for the flight of this mission.
Go for launch.
Okay, the launch director has already been given go for the launch. So all green board of the Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket here will be ready at T minus 30 seconds.
T minus 30 seconds.
Okay, T minus 26, 25 seconds. By now, everything should have been ready right now. T minus 20 seconds, 19, 18, 17, 16,
T minus
15.
15 seconds.
Okay, and let's hear the countdown. T minus 10 seconds.
T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Okay,
4,
the water garden sound
3,
suppression system has
2,
already started.
1.
All
Ignition.
9 million 1D has already
And
ignited.
liftoff. Go Starlink.
And
Go Falcon.
liftoff! Liftoff from the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station from the Space Launch Complex 40, Slick 40, of the Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket carrying the Starlink Group 10-45 with the 29 satellite, how do I say, with the 29 Starlink version 2 mini
M1D chamber pressures are
is
nominal.
right now on board for this mission. Okay, so looks like pretty nominal so far. And all looks pretty good. And here you are looking at the onboard rocket camera right now, showing the launch of this mission as well. Here we go.
Telemetry nominal.
Okay, power and telemetry is nominal so far, and getting ready in preparation for the supersonic, where the rocket engines has already throttled down back to 60%.
Call it supersonic.
Okay, supersonic, and you already see from the onboard camera there. That's how it looks like. Okay, and should be max Q.
Max Q.
Okay, max Q, so maximum aerodynamic pressure fully exerted on the launch vehicle and on the rocket also. Okay, launch vehicle just another name for rocket at this point. Okay, and by now it has already should have been throttled back up to 100% of the Merlin 1D and the vacuum Merlin engine on the second stage, or also known the upper stage here. Here right now, it's already being chilled down in preparation for the ignition of the second stage rocket engine. For the second engine, how do I say? Second stage engine start number one, SES1. So it's not going to melt itself that really hard if in case anything happens. And yeah, just to inform you a little bit, I also already back from the rest hiatus for around 2 weeks by now. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, and by now getting ready in s- for the main engine cutoff on the first stage. By now should be ready for on the 60 kilometers altitude.
Cutoff.
Okay, main engine cutoff 60 kilometers altitude. Stage separation has already confirmed, and here we go.
Vac startup.
And second stage engine start number one has already initiated. And here we go. Look at that. On the on the second stage engine there, start. And just in case you want to know, okay, because right now the rocket itself, it's already almost in the vacuum condition. Get ready for the pellet frame separation. We'll hear this first.
Separation
Okay,
confirmed.
should be 90 kilometers ahead. Okay, 91, 92 kilometers ahead, and it's already separate the pellet fairing. And also need to remind you as well, pellet fairing also were also, how do I say, were also captured by the ships with the netting Okay, so don't worry, the pilot fairings will be reused again, and in case you and and basically even though it can be pretty interesting as well to look at it, but well, SpaceX didn't show much here, so the only best part we are able to see is the second, how do I say it, on the first stage. Okay, just in case you want to know. Oh, yeah, so that's basically it. And oh yeah, and I forgot to configure the live chat there. So sorry. I just noticed this. Yeah. Hello, Starship. Couldn't miss your stream, Miko. You missed long much 10B. It landed. Yes, Starship. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I do promise about it before, but well, what happened is that it actually also coincides with my rest hiatus at the time. So it's pretty hard, Starship. I'm sorry that I cannot show you that part. Yeah. I mean, I actually seriously wish to do that, but let's just say when you're back at when I'm back at home, that's not a very easy thing to do because I also need to attend here and there stuff with the, how do I say, with the with the, with whatever church event as well, anything else, and also with my parents. So it's not very easy. Unfortunately, that's not a very good option. No, how do I say? Not an option for me to stream at that time. So that's the problem. But yeah, and also second of all, because I don't know how. Yeah, and because also second because I'm kinda tired, but it's okay. It's okay. And yes, Starship, in case you want to know, it's also not a mistake as well that I tried to go live stream like few hours ago, but I didn't because I I mean bad. I forgot to, how do I say, I also forgot to wake up around that time. But whatever. Maybe simply it's the kind of other kinds of different of
Stage
tiredness.
1 entry
Okay.
burn startup.
Okay, stage one entry burn has already started. First with the one engine and then followed by another two sets there on the first stage engine of the Merlin 1D. So yeah, and also and also Starship, yes, about this Long March 10B. It's actually very interesting. From what I
Stage
know,
1 entry burn shutdown.
technically you can also look it from,
Stage 1 FTS safe.
how do I say, from various sources, from Weibo, from I remember some part of it also Bilibili, and also, well, because I don't want to mispronounce it. Probably I'll forget, but I can say at least on the YouTube side, the only one that actually streams the launch of the Long March 10B is the International Rocket Launcher. So thank you so much as well to that channel. I consider it also as a friend of this channel as well. And here we go on the first stage. Yeah, and also it also meant that basically basic basically now SpaceX and Blue Origin also already have a competitor with the
Stage 1
best
transonic.
with the landing of the first stage. And if I remember, the Long March 10B, the whole mission is actually successful. Yeah, so to speak. So officially right now there's a third player that actually did possess the reusable launch vehicle capabilities. So yeah, so to speak. So first is SpaceX, and then Blue Origin,
Stage 1 landing burn.
and then yeah, followed by China as well with their CASC, I believe, cask, something like that. Okay, yeah, this is the rare moment. You can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear it for the first stage. Yeah, Starship IFT 13
Stage
this
1
week is
landing burn.
crazy. Yes, uh, yeah. That one also is pretty crazy. And yes, we have
Stage 1 landing
landing
burn.
of the first stage. And Right now, the second stage almost attained the orbital velocity. And in case you want to know, the reasons the rocket nozzles is pretty large and big there is because in space, there's literally no
FTS
Earth
safe.
atmosphere to keep contain of the shapes and
Invan
exhaust of
shutdown.
the rocket nozzle there. Yeah, because of no kinds of pressure there. So basically that's it. So basically that's the reason why they have to make it pretty big here and there. Otherwise it's going to be very inefficient in terms of thrust wise and also efficiency. Not going to be very efficient without this enlarged rocket nozzles there. So yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, and also thank you to SpaceX and also Space Affairs for this stream. So thank you so much. This is actually pretty short, so I hope you don't mind about it. Okay. And in case you want to know, Starship, hello again. This is my new thumbnail. I intentionally try to make this. How do I say? I intentionally just keep this new thumbnail a bit until the last minute just to give a little bit of yeah kind of shock there. So yeah, Starship. Yeah, Starship IFT 13 this week is crazy. Yeah, I'm going to respond this again because I've already responded first time. And the second time, how do I say? I hope I can stream that for real. And hopefully it's not going to be that kind of weird situation where I got so tired that I mistakenly didn't go live as as what we should. So hopefully it's not gonna happen anymore. Would you like some more info on IR set? Yeah, sure. If you want to, you can show it. You can try type it on the live chat here if you want. Just do it because currently I don't have anything else much to do. So yeah. Ooh. Okay. And looking at the timeline right now while I'm waiting for your comment. Okay. Okay, the CubeSats have decided to team up with me, which is great news. Oh yes, Starship. That's actually very good. That's what I want to see at the end of the day. Ooh. So yeah, I do know they actually team up with you, especially in the few weeks ago. You also talked to me about this one, but maybe there's another new information we might not know so far. But please let me know while I'm still doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, and in case you want to know, yeah, it is what it is. I'm quite because it's a bit quite time as well. I didn't stream, so the workflow right now is kind of messy. So apologize for that. That's not something I really intend, but well, I don't know. Maybe simply I need to take care of myself way more than usual. So yeah, at least in my time, we also going to be yeah, it's going to be around 5 hours plus from now. We are going to witness the Soyuz MS-29, and fortunately, how do I say? Why did I mess up this? Why did I mess up with my pronunciation? I mean, worse. Yeah, the Soyuz 20 MS-29 for the manned mission to the ISS International Space Station. This one will be happening as well. Oh yeah, and also speaking about which Starship, you say you want to watch the Agaman, the demo flight for the Vikram one. Yeah, I actually really wanna watch that stuff as well. Yeah, I really would like to watch this one, but well, it started today, but however, yeah, so it's a bit tricky around this time, 1 p.m. unless they've already decided, hey, we're gonna launch this around 3 plus p.m. like that. Maybe if around 3 plus p.m. maybe I can. Yeah. Or or let yeah, yeah. At least if theirs have something else. But for now, they also didn't announce any kind of stream here. Actually, that's also quite a bummer. They still didn't announce this stream. They still don't provide any kind of stream here. So that's a really really tricky as well. Yeah, well, Agaman is the thing I want to see. Bro, I'm in Asia, so it's like 4:23. Uh, oh, 4:23? Uh, wait. 4:23, which, is it PM? I'm a little bit confused. Is it 4:23 PM? Because if you are 4:23 PM, looks like our time is actually pretty near. What? What? Whoa, 4:23 p.m. You're just 1 hour behind us, man. From where is it? I mean, I'm just very curious. Just if you're not very hesitant to frame, where are you actually from? I'm very curious. Or maybe you're gonna pull out the card and say, it's a secret, my dude. I don't know. I don't know, but it's okay if you don't want. If you cannot even tell me where are you from, at least I know you are just one hour behind me. Ah, you're in Thailand. Dun. Man, you're in Thailand. Dun. Ooh, you're in Thailand. We are not that far away. Yeah, you see, Asian be like. We are not that far away. Okay, we are not that far away. Man, are you serious? We are not that far away then. So let me try pull out this Asian map because why not? This is the best thing we can do. The best thing ever happened since the invention of bread actually. Okay, and just in case you want to know, I'm talking not in the sense of weird kind of joke, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I do have some kind of weird joke here and there. Where's the best map I can try show you here? Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? Okay, maybe somehow that works. Ha! I'm going to show you here. Let me see. Oh, cool boy. Oops. So by chance, we are not that far. So you're in Thailand, huh? So, all right. So here's the Thailand, and this is where am I right now? So we are not that far. If we try draw the straight line, we are not that far away. What? That's not far. I do sometimes wish I can go to Thailand, but well, for some weird reason as well, I sometimes I can't. Sometimes I mean for some reasons yet, not I don't have much of the chance to go to Thailand, but I hope I'm able to do so. so so yeah, that's pretty cool to know you're from Thailand. Or yeah, I think yeah. So I'm so when usually how do I say, I'm sorry if I stumble a bit what I would like to say, but you're so you're from Thailand. So hello Starship, welcome. And try imagine this, try imagine the funny. Oh, not from Thailand, but just staying for 11 days. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you are just staying for 11 days. So, anyways, hello. Hello. Uh, you're basically currently like, how do I say? Having a trip? Like, what kind of trip? It's like, is it like a holiday trips or what? Oh, ah, ah, ah. Oh, yes, yes. The country that border starts with AB. Oh, okay, 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 okay. No, no wonder. No wonder that's why. And and you know what? Okay. In the meantime, I actually found something a little bit weird here. Malaysia. What? That's actually wrong way to say. The correct spelling will be Malaysia. Yeah. So I don't know why there's a bit wrong stuff here. Oh, with a M. Yeah. Oh, bordering around this. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, bordering with Malaysia. Yeah, so hello. So by chance, bordering with the specifically with the West Malaysia part here. Yeah, because I'm from here, the West Malaysia side. Sorry, from the East Malaysia side. Yeah, here specifically, this is Sarawak, and then this is Sabah, and this is the Peninsular Malaysia. So you're bordering with this one. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. Where at least you are staying right now. Ooh, that's a pretty interesting. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know what to say without trying to be a bit, how do I say, uh, awkward here. But yeah. Anyhow, hello. So yeah. Right now you are staying in Thailand a bit for a while. So how's your trip in Thailand so far? Is it good? Is it good, Starship? Or or maybe I don't know. I don't know. I mean, just forgive me for my weird kind of stuff talking here. What I'm talking about. Sometimes I talk a little bit of weird weird, how do I say, weird amount of crap here as well. So so pardon me for that. Oh, very good. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So far, very good. Aha, aha, aha. So yeah, also and also because you're currently just staying for a little bit. I hope you're also safe there, Starship. So yeah, stay safe as well in your trip and have fun as well at the same time. You know, because why not? So just in case, I would like to ask you what. Oh, so far, is there any kinds of thing that you really like while you're still staying in Thailand right now? Is there something you really like to? Ah, maybe there's something, but well, anyhow, while I'm still waiting for Starship's talking here, okay, there's also going to be another launch. This one on Friday for oh 4:32. Oh yeah, the street food. Oh, ha ha ha! You like street food so much, hey? With there. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So, with the street food wise, is there any kind of street food that is there any kinds of street food that you actually like there? Maybe I can also search in while I'm still live here, and also while we are currently in the chatting stuff. Let me see. Yeah, I need to remove the text there. Hey, because we are no longer live with the launches there. Okay, so in the meantime, while I'm still waiting for Starship's reply here. Okay, just for your information, there's also on Friday. There's two rocket launches there. Actually, three on Friday. But if we can say sort of like back to back kind of stuff, the first one, which will be the SpaceX with their Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket. This one, at least on my time here, will be on Friday, which will be around 17 July 2026 on 4:32 a.m. here, local time, universal time coordinate plus 8 hours. Yeah, just to give you a bit information here. This one, I believe, also this one is basically also a military satellite launches as well. So expect not much information we might know here and there. And also just to give a little bit of pun word here as well. Literal Starship, there's going to be is going to be launched for the Starship Dash Super Heavy version 3. This one for the Flight 13, the mission itself, I can say it's quite identical. It's practically quite identical with the Flight 12, but with yeah, but with the focus objective more on the testing out whether or not the engine rocket engine fixes actually works or not, and also at the same times it's also going to be, how do I say, there's also going to be something else as well. Yeah, but mostly it's going to be a rocket engine fix testing. They want to see if the fix actually works or not. If it works, then they can eventually move quick enough to mass produce it properly after quite some times. This is for the Flight 13. This one will be launched from the start base around the Boca Chica area, if I remember correctly, located in Texas, in the USA. Is it okay? And also and also at on the same at the same time as well, on Friday on 7:50 p.m. here. Noted that all of this in my local time here in Sarawak in Borneo. We are 8 hours ahead of the universal time coordinate, so please keep this in mind in case you see why it looks pretty different. Okay. Also going to be the launch of the Long March 7A from the Wenchang Space Launch Site located in Hainan Island, China. This one we don't know what's the payload specifically, as far we know, but yeah, it is what it is. If there's any available stream, I will try stream this as well. And yeah, and that's basically going to be this week. Other than also with the Vikram 1 launches of the Gaman demo flight mission. I hope I pronounced it correctly. So if you're from India, I'm apology for my kind of weird pronunciation. I basically pronounce it a bit like you try to pronounce Japanese kind of uh, vowel kind of stuff. So please take note about that. This one, and also for the Vikram one, if I remember, the first three stages is solid rocket propellant, and the upper stage, the fourth stage, if I remember, that one is the powered by the monometal hydrazine (MMH). Okay, as the oxidizer, if I remember correctly, with the N2O4, or MMH is basically the fuel, and the N2O4, the nitrogen tetroxide, that one is the oxidizer for this mission. And that's it. Okay, and also, but anyways, don't like to spill a lot of info, but IR said will also be paired with Ray said another project. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Interesting. That's actually pretty interesting information I got from you. Yeah, it's okay. I know why, because your hand is sort of a little bit tight with the kind of NDA, with the non-disclosure agreement kind of stuff, because this is, from what I know, this is not entirely public information yet. So I got it. Oh, with the very set. Maybe I should look for this. Also, IFT-13 will deploy satellites that will deploy solar panels. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you for for the addition of your information, Starship. I almost forgot to say this, because also because I was quite busy as well. Even on my supposedly rest hiatus, it's kinda busy as well. But so basically they basically SpaceX, they will try to deploy the satellites basically like any function satellites, but it's still going to be going near orbital, but it's still going to burn down burn up in burn up around the re-entry atmospheric, sort of like that. So basically it's going to test out somehow with that as well. So yeah, if I remember, for the Starlink version 3, isn't it? Yeah, the version 3, if I remember, that one supposed to be debuted like how many years ago, it should have been that. But well, with the Starship launches, literally just delays like how many years at this point? And also even then, and then and also even then, Starship for now, it's not yet fully successful. So that's why the version 3 sort of is in a little bit of delay back burner. So that's why every time you actually witness the launch of his Starlink, usually you will see the version 2 mini one. Yeah, with the version 2 mini, because well, that's what it's supposed to do, if I remember correctly as well. Yeah, race set. Okay, so Starship says here, race set info is not non. Sorry, race set info is not. Oh my goodness, that's why I said my pronunciation is so bad. I really have a very terrible pronunciation, but I'll try again. Recent info is not uh, recent info is not known yet, but it stands for redundant images satellite, same as IR set but larger, and also deploys a pocket set called Pico X1. Oh, that's interesting, huh? So sort of the race set itself also it's going to dispense the Pico X1. Okay, so pocket set, which means if I can actually deduce some of your info, basically the ray basically ray set also, it has a bit like a mini payload dispenser, but for the pocket cube. Yeah, for the pocket set. If I remember, that pocket set also known as the pocket cube, if I remember correctly. That one is, for your information, everybody. Pocket, just in case for your information, I like to call a pocket cube sort of like the mini CubeSat version of the already pretty small satellites, which is a CubeSat. It's basically like the miniature version of it. Yeah, because of how identical is it, it's kinda, in theory, very easy to work with, but it also introduces with tons of other challenges as well, because which I can say, as a person that's not yet working any kind of interesting satellites project and whatnot, I just, how do I say, it's a I just not yet have that kind of enough experience to tell what is it, but based on some of it, it can also be a challenges regarding the system integration. Sometimes just to make sure whether or not the alignment is correct or not. Can can the springs dispenser literally deploys correctly or not, before tons of problem also happens. So yeah. And also, Starship says, forgot the E, lol. It stands for educational. My bad. Okay, so basically, RaySat stands for Redundant Educational Imager Satellite. Ah, very interesting. So it's good. So basically, IR set, RaySat, and also Pico X1 will be on a one SEM mission. But of course, this is a very incomplete information. And for your information, everybody, because Starship actually literally just told me, literally just told us here, as it is on live chat here right now. So this is the only information that we can get. So please take some note. And also because, of course, Starship literally literally could have been in the NDA kind of stuff. So there are some things that we don't know, but 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 Starship might know more than myself do. So so yeah, that's basically it. Oh, and also, while we are still in this session, okay, race set. Yeah, I don't think race set is still race set literally is still on the list yet, for now, if I remember correctly. Still not yet. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Can I find information about Rayset? Yeah. Apparently, Rayset also not yet have information here. So that's actually very interesting. Hmm. Okay, that's very interesting because even I cannot find this information. So ha ha ha. I know this is a pretty new information. Oh, and also Pocket set aka should be Pocket Cube Pico X1. You want to know something? Every time I hear the word Pico X1, sometimes it's kind of remind me with the another unrelated stuff. If I remember the Pico X1, the mix, yeah, the headset itself as well. Yeah, it's actually kind of remind me of that weird naming, and also it's also kind of remind me of how every average, how do I say average, very cutting edge technology names would have been. So that's also pretty interesting as well. Okay, and also Starship also says here they work together as a small group to get photos and videos of the weather from above. So basically it's a meteorological satellite then. Or if I like to use this word, it's a amateur meteorological satellite then. Oh, that's also pretty interesting for educational stuff and here and there. That's actually pretty interesting. Hmm. I I wonder I wonder if yeah, I wonder if this if the IR set, Ray set and also Pico X1 actually works in tandem with each other as well, other than taking taking photos and videos of the weather. Yeah, I wonder if this have any more relationship about this. Yeah, got the name from a movie and realized, oh my goodness, I can use this since it relies on a Raspberry Pi Pico. Ooh, oh, oh, that's interesting. Raspberry Pi Pico. Okay, so how much Raspberry Pi Pico right now currently cost right now? Because well, the RAM situation is basically the Rampocalypse kind of stuff here. So I wonder how much does it cost actually nowadays though? Hmm. And also I'm not 100% sure which Raspberry Pi Pico are you using right now. Are you using the Pi Pico W, maybe hash W hash Pico 2? I'm not sure. But interesting. Oh, less than $20. Okay, mine was $11. Oh, oh, the Pico hash. Aha. Yeah, that's actually pretty cheap. Yeah, surprisingly, that's actually really cheap. Ah, oh, that's cheap. Yeah, 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 yeah. Even even from my on my cursory glance search here as well, it's also pretty cheap, surprisingly. Ah, aha, I understood about that. But I'm actually very curious about this one since you're building it using the SBC, the with the single board computer stuff. th- How, how do you actually try? How do you guys actually try meet? How do you guys actually specifically mitigates the radiation problem in space? Actually, that's actually a very interesting question because up until then, my information is pretty not very complete, and also mind you, we we are yet getting started with the satellite whole program stuff. I mean, sure, if you see at the history of Malaysia as a whole, yes, it's already ongoing since like what 96. Yeah, with the 1996 with the Miasat 1 and Miasat 2, but since then already have some kind of stuff and whatnot. But to be honest though, this kind of most of this satellite story up until pretty like a year plus ago, it's mostly the kind of site mostly managed by the federal, the Peninsular Malaysia side, and also with the researcher researcher there. So So you can say our experience is pretty limited about this. Yeah, and also don't even get me started with the rocketry kind of side. Rocketry here, I can say it's like there's like a vague promise here and there, even back when the when Mahathir literally becomes PM back in the day, around 80s, 1980s, 1990s, 2000. Yeah, up until around that era, if I remember, up until the almost mid 2000s. It's like there's like vague promise there's going to be spaceport here and there, first with the Sabah, and after that there's not much else talk about it. There's like zero nilch information pretty much up until recently. But even then, it's most I can say like, yeah. There's also some very interesting pro- project as well by of this space program. But again, if I like to tell you something about, at least on our side, it's like quite lackluster. That's all I can tell. And but yeah, but even though they have that kind of experience with the satellite stuff and whatnot, even though we still yet to get properly started with the satellite kind of program, about the rocketry stuff is actually pretty interesting. I can say the gap the gap between us here in East Malaysia and also West Malaysia, surprisingly not really that big in terms of rocketry, because it's like, why I say it's pretty much not that big, because surprisingly that effort is like lackluster on their side. So technically, if we really want to build a very capable sounding rocket, we just let's just say we want to take the least, how do I say, we want to take the least resistant path. Technically, we can just try go with the sounding rocket, and after that, when we decided, yeah, we want to pursue even way further, we way serious, we technically can try soup it up with the upper stage, like, like what Japan did with their SS 520, with the orbital variant. They basically added the third stage, followed it up, and it became, and it officially till this day became the the smallest sub 10 meters orbital rocket in the history. Yeah, still till this day, especially with the flight around, where let me should look at this one. Let me look at this one. Where, yeah, it's basically 9.54 meters height, and if I remember correctly, yeah, they actually launch with the cubes, with their own CubeSat, the tricom or tricom dash R, if I remember correctly. Tricom is basically like the store and forward satellite experimental mission, test mission at that point. That one is actually pretty successful. Okay, and also is also 52 centimeters in diameter. So it's a pretty interesting, not only as an interesting thought experiments, but it's also sort of like the proof of concept, like the possibility that yes, you can actually make a very small and very capable rocket, even though you don't expect, just don't expect that it's going to carry tons of satellite payload, something like that, beyond the CubeSats and CubeSats. Yeah, beyond the CubeSats, maybe even thumbset if you really want to, with the picosat, pocket cube, how do I say, and also some small, how do I say, with and also with small, and also small inclusion as well, with the CubeSat as well. I don't know what happened with the CubeSat. It's not as popular as CubeSat, but mostly because, if I remember, CubeSat is kinda close off satellite architecture, so that's why people just rather use rather use CubeSat rather than trying to use the proprietary version of it. So, but that's basically the small how do I say small overview about what you need to know about that one. So I can say that yeah, technically we still can catch up with the industry, and also I can say because because we in Sarawak we finally also have some kind of political, how do I say, we sort of have the political willingness to go there right now. I mean, there is ambition, but 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 let's just say the circumstances at the time, especially like 10 plus years ago, it's not really quite matching up back then. Yeah, and how do I say? Maybe it's weird for me to try dump dump out up this story, but well, I actually used to enthusiastically talk about orbital rocket stuff here. I mean about the sounding rocket part. I remember I actually said that about 10 plus years ago when I was still a big, when my interest is still there here and whatnot. But it's just like not yet to the point people were accepting that idea back then. The reception is not yet there back then. So yeah, I mean obviously it's also quite sad, at least for my child self. How do I say? Not my child self. It's more like my teenage self. Like I really wish at the time I remember even the sounding rocket is was pretty much a rage back in the day. Before SpaceX and other orbital rocket companies literally goes up more than what we see today. Back then, it's like the sounding rocket is also like the equal footing kind of the deal. And yeah, I sort of actually also miss watching the sounding rocket part. But well, I guess maybe that's basically what happened when when SpaceX with Falcon 9 and other rocket companies already existing out there. Possibly that's also what happened when it became way cheap to the point that the economy feasibility in terms of sounding rocket suddenly looks like silly in comparisons to try to launch orbital rocket kind of stuff. Although I have some kind of view about this stuff, about the sounding rocket part. The reason, if part of the reason I can say why I believe at least for us here, maybe it's better for us to try master about this sounding rocket stuff here. With the sounding rocket launches, manufacturing stuff and whatnot, because number one, that's the most practical thing we can do. And second of all, if we decided we want to make it orbital, we sort of can can take the Japanese approach. We can technically at 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 the third stages and then at the upper stage, and hope for the best that it will even reach to the orbit. I mean, in terms of free cost feasibility, sure, it's not going to be that cheap in comparison if you try to go dedicated right share launch or whatnot. But hey, if you really want to build local capability, you might as well have one rather than nothing at all. Because how do I say, in some sort of case as well, at least here in Sarawak as well, if you try to see this stuff, try imagine this. If you actually look at this ASEAN map here, look at us here in Sarawak. We already have a very good geography here. We already have a very good geography to launch the orbital rocket capable class here. Even though if it's small, we can actually do one. If also aside of here with the Philippines, we cannot try to just go and dump all of the first stages. So probably the best route we can go, probably we can go slightly upper up. Yeah, probably this kind of opening here. Yeah, this one, even though it's kind of limited, but technically feasibly, we it's still better than not having any option to launch one if we really want to. We can do that, but well, how it'll be done? I'm not sure. But speaking about which starship, if you're still here, oh, you got the name from. Yeah, speaking about which, I'm very curious. Which movie actually really inspires you going with the Pico X1 naming actually? Yeah, what actually inspired you with this one? And also everybody, sorry if I make this stream is way too long, and that's not my intention. But I'm going to end this talk as well, because even then I don't see Starship chatting here that much. So maybe, yeah, maybe give a little bit of times. Maybe if Starship didn't chat here anymore, it means I can end this stream of it around 5 minutes from now. So don't worry, I will end this stream. Even even I myself can get tired here a bit, but well, the enthusiasm is still here. So why not? Okay. And basically I guess that's it. Okay, MRV1 mission, what is this all about? Oh, mission robotic vehicle 1. Satellite servicing payload. Okay. Attach up to 30 MEPs mission extension pods to satellites in GEO, geostationary Earth orbit over the course of its life. Okay, that's a pretty interesting mission as well. Hopefully, we can see this. And yeah, also, let's just say if they actually go with this date of launch, well, 22 July, 22 July is basically the date. How do I say? Our self determination date. Basically, like just one step before full kind of independence of us here in Sarawak. So 22 July is pretty important. Yeah, especially since we have the self determination self determination date of around that time. But technically speaking, also to even say it's independence, technically we're also kinda true, because at the time but yeah, because at the time we are basically still in the transitional period to become the real one of the real governing, how do I say it? Governing region, governing state as well. But at the time, that's pre-Malaysia time. But although pretty briefly on 22 July 1963, so that's us in Sarawak get that kind of liberation, and then eventually we, but that one is only just less than 2 months before eventually we just form and join together with the Sabah, and also Sabah, Peninsula Malaysia, aka Malaya, and also Singapore, which Singapore later on, 2 years later, no longer in the Federation of Malaysia, form and join together, and then basically that's how Malaysia actually goes with that kind of stuff. Okay, but I guess probably that's it, because I also don't want to talk too long. Yeah. So yeah, in case you want to know why, sometimes I can be a little bit of no idea kind of person for now, but it's what it is. So yeah, and anyhow, thank you Starship for coming in to this stream, even though you didn't say any goodbye here, but it's okay. I all I can say is have fun and enjoy your trip, enjoy your stay in Thailand, so have fun. And we shall see you back, because I cannot afford waiting too long, so I can end the stream. So thank you so much everybody for watching. I'm Dennis Suguwa, your host today for the Starlink, for the launch of the Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket carrying the Starlink Group 10-45, which is the using the Starlink version 2 mini satellite configuration, and it was successfully launched from the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station from the Space Launch Complex 40. So also known as the Slick 40. It's a pretty brief, but I just talk way too much. But it's okay. And that's it, everybody. Everybody, we will see you on the next stream of the Soyuz 2.1A rockets that will be carrying the Soyuz. They will be carrying the manned mission to the International Space Station for the Soyuz MS-29 mission. That one I will also going to cover as well. So yeah, and also thank you so much, everybody, and especially to Starship for coming into my stream. I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much, and I'll see you around, and I need to take a very good break. So thank you so much. Bye bye, and see you later. How do I say? Whether